Guy's preparations are about to get very serious. The safety training will take place in Cornwall at Royal Navy Air Station Culdrose, known as HMS Seahawk. It's here that the military's elite pilots are trained in how to deal with emergencies at sea. This is survival, evasion, resistance and escape school, normally reserved for operators who work behind enemy lines. Today, they have their first civilian student.
I set off last night. Only got here at 5:30 this morning. It's the end of the earth. We're on its 15 mile to bloody Land's End. And well, I'm going to get wet. I'm not bothered about that. But I don't think I'm going to drown. It'd be a problem if we did. We're not going to drown. We're not going to drown, but I'm going to get put through my paces.
Survival instructor Sergeant Russ Northwood is in charge of Guy's training. He starts by demonstrating the helicopter abandonment drill.
Legs together. Certainly don't want them open because the water pressure might give you a little tap underneath. Stand by. Go.
This is what Guy will have to do if he needs to jump clear of his airship.
Turn around, make sure you are clear. Hand across the jacket and inflate your life jacket. Yeah. From that position, you are just going to wait for your recovery.
Guy's turn.
I'm going to take my shoes off. I've only got one set of shoes.
Having to do this over the channel, even in early summer weather, comes with one major danger.
Stand by. Go.
Cold shock.
The temperature that he's going to be entering the water in probably average around about 12 degrees. His skin is going to rapidly cool, and that will then cause massive changes to his heart rate. It's going to increase, and so is his blood pressure. He's now going to start cooling his nerves and his muscles, and what will happen is he won't be able to sustain himself without a life jacket. Perfect. If he had just wanted to hold his breath in normal air temperature, he would be able to do that for a minute. In cold water and with cold shock, we'll be looking at 1 to 2 seconds that he'll be able to hold his breath. That's where drowning could possibly happen.
Water cools the body 20 times faster than air, so the key is to be as still as possible and maintain the fetal position.
The common misconception is that if you're cold in water, that you just keep moving.
I would say that.
No, because all that's going to happen is your heart is going to pump out warm blood into your arms, and then what will happen is it will rapidly cool and go back into your core and cool you down.
I didn't know that. I would have said swim like Bulgari. No. We're learning. Don't flail about. You know, you can feel the heat from your body getting transmitted into the water a lot quicker. So if you're keeping tucked in, you're less surface area. They're comfy like this. Right, what's the next plan?
The next exercise is designed to show Guy how to find a valuable breath of oxygen if he's trapped underwater.
Your airship's going to be non-porous, and that's why we've gone for this biggest life raft that we've got. This is a non-porous material, so you're never going to be able to breathe through it. So you've got to make sure that by just learning that all you've got to do is just push it off your face, circulate your own breath, it will give you that moment of clarity to then continue your drill.
Guy will have to swim under the raft and prove he can find an air cavity. He won't be allowed to use goggles, but remains undaunted.
I'm getting into this, I quite like.
So when you're happy, one under.
Your eyes and the rest of your head might be covered in or submerged in water, but your mouth, you can get into an air pocket, so just you've just got to have the confidence that when you breathe for some air that you're not going to fill it with water.
One out! Wow. You right? A bit different when you take your sight away, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit different.
It's not on.
So when you're ready, what we're going to do now is you're just going to go into the middle. You right?
Yes, Mark. Got full of water. Yeah, go on, mate.
The training intensifies.
One under!
Using the same drills that pilots rely on to escape from underneath a parachute,
Feel for that paracord.
Guy is able to simulate being smothered by his balloon's material.
I think he's brave. Yeah, showed no fear at all.
Doing that in the North Sea.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit different.
Stand by. Go!
Next, the team put Guy's strength to the test, in case he has to free himself from any wreckage after a crash landing.
Swing your leg up onto the boarding ramp.
This is the life raft righting drill, where a 150-kilogram dinghy must be turned the right way round.
One under! One out! Happy?
Spot on.
Normal standard practice would be, for righting that life raft, that
Yeah.
26-man life raft, would be 2 people.
Right.
So the fact that you've done it on your own shows that you've committed to the training.
There's just the hardest drill left. What to do if the balloon is caught by the wind after a crash landing.
I think the worst case scenario would be harness still attached and being dragged. So our fast jet drag would be the worst situation for Guy to be in.
Going in backwards. Going in backwards.
Feet touch the water, now!
This simulates Guy and his airship being dragged through the water by a strong wind.
That's it. Once you're happy, reach for your QRF. Quarter turn left.
Guy can't release himself from the harness to escape.
And the water comes round your head and then tries to block your airways.
Hands on top and pincer.
Yeah, I messed that up a bit.
Okay, stop there. Yeah. Let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go.
Sorry, that's why we do it.
Guy tries again.
Feet touch the water, now!
This time he successfully frees himself.
That's it, and then just into your position. Nice and relaxed. That's it.
Okay.
Happy?
Guy's training is over, and he's passed with flying colours.
Underwater, there was no confidence issues at all. No.
You're happy enough then?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just practice with that harness.
Right.
Understand the harness you've got. Look at your connectors.
Yeah,
And
we
just
need to
know
look
it.
at that.
Know it
We do need to
inside
look
out.
at that.